If you feel like you're just going through the motions, if you're just getting by, I've been there. From the outside, everything looks fine, but on the inside, you don't have fire, you don't have that spark, something's off. I've been there. And here's what I realized. You are not here by accident. You were created on purpose for a purpose. And if you feel like that fire's gone, I want to talk to you about how you can rebuild that. I was just talking to someone last week, and they are in a work situation that is not ideal. Their bosses aren't great. They don't love the work that they're doing, and they just feel like they're in a rut. And look at this person. This person's a special person. They have a magnetic personality. They have so much life in general in the way that they show up for people. And I thought, if you're feeling this way at work, how are your coworkers feeling? Like, oh, they're feeling it too. I said, what if the reason why you're in that season, the reason why you're in this job, is to actually be the light for the people that are around you? As cheesy as it sounds, what if you could be the change that you wanted to see? Boom. And this is what it comes down to. Purpose. Feeling a sense of purpose. And rooting yourself to that, and not letting your circumstances dictate your purpose. So, if you feel like you've lost that fire, start with that memory of, hey, I'm not here by accident. And if you don't believe in God, this may not resonate with you. But if you do, it starts there. You were created on purpose for a purpose. And even the season that you are in, you're not in that by accident. You're there for a reason. It doesn't mean you need to stay there. If you're in a job that's not a great job for you, doesn't have a lot of growth prospects, it doesn't mean you need to stay there. But you are in whatever season you are in right now for a reason. And when you can root back to purpose and carry that purpose into that season, everything starts to change. Here's the one thing people a lot of times forget. Sometimes when it comes to purpose, people just feel like they're knocked over the head with it. You know exactly what you're supposed to do with your life, the purpose that you've been given, and it's clean water in Africa, or it's building this particular business and employing all these people and changing the world in this way. Most of us, that's not the way we get purpose. Most of us, we have to choose purpose, and we build that fire over time. So how do you start with that? 3 things. 1, what are you interested in? What is it that really lights you up? When you're talking with your best friend, what do you get really fired up about? When you're talking about things that matter, what really gets you going? What lights you up? What interests you? 2nd, what are you uniquely gifted at? Another way to say this is, what is your superpower? I might use that term. A lot of times people think, oh, I don't really have a superpower, Blake. I promise you, you have a superpower. It's something that comes natural to you that maybe doesn't come natural to everyone else. And it's something you're uniquely good at. You're really good at. If you don't know what that is, ask somebody. Talk to that best friend and say, hey, what do you think I bring to the table that's unique to me? Like, what's a unique gifting in me? Talk to coworkers who work closely with you. Figure out what that superpower is, and when you do, double down on it. Bring that as best as you can. Bring that into your work. It might be the way that you can tell a great story, a compelling story. It might be the way that you can analyze problems and come up with good solutions. It might be a hard skill like, hey, you're really good at trend analysis and spreadsheeting, whatever that thing is. Figure out that superpower and bring it to your work. Bring it into your relationships. Bring it into your life as much as you can. Become world class in that thing. It will build that fire. The 3rd thing is, where is there a need for what you do? Where is there an opportunity for it? So when those 3 things converge, what are you interested in? What are you uniquely gifted at? And where's there a need for that thing? That's when you start to become alive. Remember that the season that you are there for a reason, and you can carry your purpose into the season that you are in right now. I think a lot of times we confuse clarity with courage. So definitely pursue clarity on what your purpose is and what you're going to root to. But a lot of times we just simply don't have the courage to step into that thing, to pursue that thing. And so it's not like lightning strikes and boom, all of a sudden you have this raging fire of, this is what I'm supposed to do with my life and I feel so alive. You actually have to build it. And in order to build it, it takes courage to do that thing. For me, I spent about a decade in corporate America. I actually did not hate my job. I had a good employer, great work environment overall, but I did feel like something was missing. And the more that I started to study leadership development and personal growth, the more I had this drive to to grow as a person individually, but also to see others grow. I realized that I can start carrying that into my day job. And the people that I managed, the people that I worked with, we spend 90,000 hours of our lives with them. I could have a massive impact in their lives just in the way that I showed up, in the way that they showed up for their family after the fact, and their career growth that they would experience. I was able to help call people up. That purpose became a fire. And I realized, hey, I want to do this full time for my job. I want to do this for my work in life. And I realized, hey, if I'm going to do this type of thing, like probably a good idea to start talking about it, and probably should start a podcast. That did not feel comfortable at all. It doesn't feel comfortable to put yourself out there and creating content, creating YouTube videos. It does not feel comfortable. But when I'm more driven by the purpose than I am by my own comfort, that's where the magic happens. And so it takes courage to actually build that. And the more that you apply yourself, the more that you pursue what you're interested in, the more that you pursue what you're gifted at, the more that you pursue where there's an opportunity and a need for those things, the more you do that with courage, the more clarity you get, the more confirmation you get along the way. So if you're in a rut right now, I hope that this helps you. I hope it gives you the spark that you need to build that fire. I am in your corner. Get after it. Blessings.